Welcome in, everybody, back to Fresno Athletics Baseball here on the Fresno A's YouTube channel. My name is Chris Kiggins, and you're about to see the game between your Fresno A's and Team Victory on this fine Tuesday morning. A little bit cloudy and mid to high 70s today, temperature-wise. So great day for baseball. Definitely a beat the heat day today, and it'd be nice if we can continue that tomorrow as well. But as for the game, this will be a non-conference game between Team Victory, who we have played in the past. The A's have won both games, and we're hoping to do the same today. As they are announcing the A's starting lineup, we will go over a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the All-Star game that happened yesterday at Chabot College. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Up in Hayward yesterday, we had 11 A's players and 3 coaches. Want to shout out our head coach, Oscar Hinojosa, who was the head coach for the Valley side of the All-Star game yesterday. And I wasn't able to mention it on the flyer. However, coaches Ethan Winter and Justin Hinojosa also made the All-Star staff, so congrats to them as well. As well as all of our A's players who were All-Stars had good days yesterday, not only at the game, but at the contest, like the arm and hitting evaluations, as well as the home run derby, where we had our very own Ned Cheklich compete. So it was a fun day yesterday out in Hayward. Good experience for the guys. Got to meet a lot of the other league-wide opponents in the PCCBL and got to do a little bit of road tripping, so that was fun. But we're back here at Chancey Park today, and it looks like we're about to get set for the national anthem, so I will step out for just a moment. That was the national anthem here at Chancey Park. We are back and getting set for A's baseball. On the mound for the A's this morning is going to be Jacob Schubert. Schubert, normally a consistent bullpen arm for the A's. He's getting his first start of the summer this morning. In 15 innings on the season, he has a fantastic 1.86 ERA, 17 strikeouts to only 6 walks. He's been a very efficient pitcher for them. We'll see what he can do in a longer role this morning. He will be facing a Team Victory lineup that we have mostly seen before. The starting lineup for them is going to be Chris Bell, Brady Yeaman, Rowan Hart, Timmy Orozco, Jimmy Corona, Vince Bugarian, Marco Smith, Alejandro Flores, and Jaden Broderick. So Chris Bell will be the leadoff hitter for Team Victory. And let me go see if Jacob Schubert has gotten in the game against Team Victory, because we played a two-game set against Team Victory very early in the season. We won both games 14-6 and then 5-3. And it looks like Jacob Schubert did not pitch in either of those games. So this will be the first time that Team Victory is seeing him on the mound. So we'll see if that'll create a bit of deception. And hopefully he has a good time against these hitters who are seeing him for the very first time. And Bell steps in, and Schubert gets ready to throw. That one's in there. Strike one. Official start time today is 9:02 a.m. That one is low, 1-1. The A's used a couple arms from their primary starters in yesterday's All-Star game. So, giving some of their starters a break after pitching a little bit yesterday. So, Schubert will look to eat some innings here. And that's a great first start. He gets the ground out to Kinzel over at first for out number one. And it'll bring up Yeeman. Schubert's pitch just misses. Ball one. That one's in there for a strike. The All-Star game yesterday, hopefully not the last bit of travel that the A's do this season. As we get a ball hit out into center field, it's going to be Robbie Papel tracking it down to make the out. There's two away. The A's traveled for the All-Star game yesterday. However, we hope to get deep into the playoffs and travel at the end of next week. Our regular season ends next Wednesday here at home. But then the playoffs start the day after, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're hoping that the A's can make it all the way to the PCCBL championship. That one is in there. Strike one to Rowan Hart. Your A's, as of now, are still in first place in the PCCBL. They have a 10-2 conference record. That one's fouled off, 0-2. That one a little high and tight. It's 1-2. First two gone for Jacob Schubert. Gotten off to a really nice start here. Hasn't thrown a lot of pitches either. And that one is in there for called strike three on the breaking ball. 1-2-3 inning for Schubert to start off this game. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. The A's will get their ups. It's 0-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning between the Fresno A's and Team Victory. After a shutdown inning from Jacob Schubert to start this one, Robbie Papel, your PCCBL All-Star for the A's, is stepping in to lead it off. Papel had a couple hits in the All-Star game yesterday. He was a starter. That one misses high, ball one. On the mound today for Team Victory, looks like it'll be Alejandro Flores. He is batting 8th in their lineup today. He's hitting for himself. He's out on the mound. It's 2-0 to Papel. That one hit, wrong button, sorry about that, hit out into left field. That's a base hit for Papel to lead off this ball game. The A's get an early runner on. Papel doing what he did yesterday, getting the leadoff hit. He was batting leadoff in the All-Star game, starting in center field, just like today. And he did more of the same. It's going to bring up another All-Star starter in yesterday's ball game in Angel Mejia. Angel Mejia has been fantastic for the A's all season long, like a lot of our guys out there. Mejia hits that one well into center field. Center fielder running out to track it down, and he'll make the play for out number one. And the third consecutive All-Star starter that the A's have in their lineup, it's going to be Grant Kinzel. Kinzel getting the start at first base today, was the DH at the All-Star game. He had the first run, not scored in the All-Star game, but the first run driven in, as he had an RBI single that drove in Robbie Papel. He fouls that one behind him. It's 0-1. Throw over to first is not in time. Papel gets back in safely. Kinzel, the A's team leader, with 6 home runs on the year. He had one last week against the Red Tails, who were in town. That one's hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Papel gonna go around second, head to third, and he'll make it in there. Runners at the corners after the singles from Robbie Papel and Grant Kinzel. And it'll bring up Ned Cheklich, another All-Star for the A's. He competed in the home run derby yesterday. I believe he got third place, had a good showing for the A's in the derby. And in this game right here, he has a good RBI chance with runners on the corners and only one away. Cuts and misses at the first pitch from Flores. It's 0-1. That one is in there. Strike two. With Kinzel playing first today, Cheklich is over at the hot corner, third base. Cuts and misses. That's going to be a strikeout. However, Kinzel is going to take second base. He'll have a steal. It's going to be runners at second and third and 2 away for Brady White, who is getting the rare DH appearance today. Brady White, of course, also an All-Star for the A's. Brady White had a clutch hit in yesterday's All-Star game. That one's into center field. This might be a clutch hit as well. It is. 1 run scores. 2 run score. Brady White picks up where he left off in the All-Star game. He has a 2-run single here in the first to get the A's on the board. Huge swing of the bat from Brady White here in the first to give the A's the lead, and Ryan Harness will step in. Harness cuts and misses, strike 1. Harness starting over, I believe, in right field today. Let me double check that. Yep, he's over in the right field spot. He has been a very sure glove out there. Has great speed, too, able to track everything down. And he's in a 1-1 count at the plate. He fouls that one off down the left field line, but it's going to go out of play, 1-2. Harness looking to continue the inning with Brady White over at first base. Another one fouled off pretty hard, but it's out of play. Count remains 1-2. Harness on the season, a 245 hitter, but has a lofty 394 on base. Brady White's going to steal, and he's going to be in there safely. Second stolen base of the inning for the A's, and there's a runner in scoring position. The pitch was also a ball, so it's 2-2 to Harness. He pops that one up somewhere on the infield. We'll see who's going to get it. No one will. That one is going to fall, and Brady White with the heads-up base running, with 2 outs running all the way, is going to score. And because I don't think anyone actually touched that ball, that'll go down as an infield single and an RBI for Ryan Harness. I'm sure he'll take that one to help pad the stats a bit. And definitely because it scores a run and the A's are up 3-0. So after the RBI single from Harness, it'll bring up Landon McAnally. McAnally hits that one pretty well into left field. That is not going to get down. Good running play by the right fielder to snag it for out number 3. However, a 2-run single from Brady White and an RBI single from Ryan Harness put the A's ahead here as we go into the top of the second. It's A's 3, team victory 0. Welcome back. A little stat correction for you as Jacob Schubert gets set to face Timothy Orozco to start off the second inning. The hit from Harness did not go down as a hit. Both the official A's scorekeeping and the staff at Chansey Park ruled it an error. So unfortunately, it won't go down as a hit for Harness, but I'm sure he'll still take it as the run does score. Schubert's pitch to Orozco is fouled away, 0-1. In there for strike two. That one hit out into right field. Coming in is Harness. He'll have to step back, but he does make the play. One away. And it'll bring up Jimmy Corona for his first time at the plate today. Schubert has gone 4 up, 4 down to start this game. The A's in the first and I guess early in the second haven't shown too much rust from their 4-day break and, of course, the All-Star game yesterday. They've been sharp this morning. That one's low, 1-0. That one's going to miss low as well. It's 2-1 or 2-0. Fouled off. Schubert gets in a strike. It's 2-1. Jimmy Corona at the plate. Vince Bugarian awaits on deck. That one in there from Schubert, strike two. I think this is the only first or second time, might be the first time that Schubert has gotten even into a 2-ball count. And now it'll be a 3-ball count as that one looked like a breaking ball chase pitch that Corona was able to hold up on. It's a full count. That one hit to Schubert himself, and he makes the play on the line drive. Heads up play from Schubert. Draws out number 2. And Bugarian will hit. Pitch from Schubert misses, 1-0. I'd like to thank Community Vocational Services for coming out to the ballpark today. They brought a big crowd out here. Got to do some on-field games, and I'm sure there's more awaiting them. They've been with us the whole season, come out multiple times, and we love having them out here. After the Bugarian foul off, it is 1-1. That one misses just high and away, 2-1. Pitch in the dirt, 3-1. Bugarian didn't think so at first, but that is a called strike. It's full, 3-2. started to take his walk down to first base. It was a close pitch, but the umpire calls it a strike. He'll get his walk on that one, however, as that misses low and in. First base runner of the day for Team Victory is a walk with 2 outs. And Marco Smith is going to step up to the plate now. Good framing from Jordan Hartley, the catcher. That's 0-1. That one misses outside, 1-1. Hit into left field, gonna just hop over the head of the third baseman, a little blooper. And that's a hit. It'll be runners at first and second, with 2 away. And it'll be the pitcher for Team Victory, Alejandro Flores. Schubert's pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. High and away, ball 2. In there, strike 1. Cut on and missed. And Schubert is back in control of this at bat. It's 2-2. That one hit over to first. Kinzel has it. Schubert racing over to cover, and it's in time. So he works around a little 2-out rally from Team Victory. They get their first base runners, but aren't able to score. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 A's. Welcome back. It's the bottom of the second inning. The A's catcher, Jordan Hartley, steps in for the first time today. Jordan Hartley hitting at 246 on the year, has a 411 on base percentage. Total OPS is 814. Having a good season at the plate so far. That one is hit well into right field, but it's going to hang up a little too much for the right fielder. He'll make the play in front of the warning track for out number 1. And it's going to bring up Scott Mitchell. Mitchell out in left field today from Metropolitan State University of Denver. He normally plays in right, but they have him over in left today with Harness out in right field. He fouls that one off down the first base line. Strike 1. Hit down the third base line now. Strike 2. Mitchell using the whole field, just hasn't got one fair yet. Another one fouled off, this one behind the plate. Count remains 0-2. He takes that one into ball 1-2. Up the middle. Shortstop has a beat on it. He'll throw across the diamond for out number 2. It's going to be back up to the leadoff hitter, Papel, who is 1 for 1 in today's ball game. Hit a single and would come around to score the first run of the game for the A's. Robbie Papel, his average up to 298 coming into today. After the first hit he had in the first inning, it is likely over 300 now. He takes that one low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. In there, strike 2 on the outside corner. Pitches inside, almost gets Papel. It's going to be 2-2. That one fouled off, and Robbie Papel stays alive. Hit up the middle. Shortstop makes the play, throws across the diamond just in time to get the speedy Papel. Good bounce back inning from the victory pitcher, Alejandro Flores, to retire the A's in order. However, we go into the third. The A's still have the lead. It is 3-0. Jaden Broderick set to lead off the top of the third inning against Jacob Schubert. Hits that one into right field. It's going to get down foul. Pitch is in there from Schubert, 0-2. That one just misses. Looked like a slider high. It's 1-2. Broderick, the 9-hitter for team victory. Top of the order, due up next. Schubert's close pitch doesn't get the call. It's going to be 2-2. That one's in there, however. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Schubert, and that's out number 1 here in the third. Chris Bell will step back in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. See what this team victory lineup can do against Jacob Schubert the second time around. Pitch low, 1-0. Bell grounded out to Kinzel in the first. It was an unassisted play from the A's first baseman. That pitch misses outside. It's 2-0 to the leadoff hitter. That one's close, but just misses again, 3-0. The first 3-0 count Schubert has gotten himself into. And that one's going to miss, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Bell. He'll be on first with one away. And Brady Eman is going to step back in. Eman hit a liner out into the outfield, but it hung up for Robbie Papel to make the play in left center. Throw back to first. Close, not in time. That one hit between first and second. That's going to be a single for Eman. And now team victory might have something cooking. First and second, one away. It's going to bring up Rowan Hart. Hart 0 for 1 with a strikeout to this point. Although last time he hit, there were 2 outs and nobody on. This time it's 1 out and 2 on. Pitches inside, ball 1. I believe this has been Schubert's longest outing of the season. He's gone 2 1/3 so far. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Hit well in the left field. It's going to get down. That'll score at least 1. Mitchell in front of it. He throws to second. Almost gets the runner at second base, but he is safe, and that's an RBI double for the 3-hitter Rowan Hart. And team victory gets on the board. It's 3-1. And Timmy Orozco steps in. These victory hitters seeing Schubert a lot better the second time through the order. That one's hit out to center, but Papel doesn't have to move very much. One away. We'll see if it's going to be a sac fly. It is. So 2 away now, but the second run of the inning does score. It's 3-2. And the 5-hitter Jimmy Corona steps in with 2 away and a runner out on second base. Pitch misses, ball 1. Pitch inside, 2-0. Pitch is high, 3-0. That one's inside, and it's another walk, second of the inning. Puts runners back on first and second. And it looks like that might be Coach Winter coming out. Note that is Coach Hinojosa going out to have a chat with Schubert. Nobody in the A's bullpen at the moment, so I think Schubert's going to stay in there, but we'll find out in just a minute. After the mound visit, it brings up Vince Bugarian. Bugarian walked his first time to the plate. That one he hits foul. It's going to be a souvenir out to where the CVS patrons are sitting. That one hit out to short. Mejia has it. He throws out number 3. Schubert gets out of the inning, but Team Victory gets a couple back. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. It is now 3-2 A's. Angel Mejia gets set to start the bottom of the third for the A's. Faces Alejandro Flores, who remains in the game for team victory. Mejia is 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to center field his first time up. That one misses low. 1-0 to the A's shortstop. That one's in there, strike one. That one hit pretty well to third. Third baseman has it, gonna try to make the throw across the diamond. Good play, it's in time to get Mejia one away. It'll be Grant Kinzel 1 for 1 with the single on the day. Kinzel and Mejia both at the top of the A's batting average leaderboard. And Kinzel is going to extend his and get a little bit higher. He's got himself another base hit. Grant Kinzel on first for Ned Cheklich. Cheklich 0 for 1 today. Throwback to Kinzel at first, not in time. Kinzel had a stolen base earlier in the ball game. His last time on base, that was only his fourth of the season. Showing the wheels a little bit here. That one, I believe, is fouled off. It's 0-1. See if they send Kinzel again. 2 stolen bases in a game would be a summer high for him. Cut on and miss, strike 2. Got a small breeze coming in through the ballpark right now, making that low 80s temperature feel even better. Throw back to Kinzel. Not in time again. He is safe. Pitch is outside. 1-2 to Cheklich. That one's high, 2-2. Cheklich, after being down 0-2, trying to work his way back into this count. Hopefully get a hit or a walk to put Kinzel in scoring position. Or we know Cheklich has the power to just bring him home anyway. He won't be able to do it this time, as that's going to be strike 3 swinging for 2 outs. It'll bring up Brady White. Brady White had the 2-run single back in the first to give the A's the early lead. Runner goes. They are going to get Kinzel that time. He tried to get stolen base number 5 on the summer. It was a good throw. Crafty slide from Kinzel, but they still got him. And we're going to head to the top of the 4th inning. Score remains 3-2 A's. Marco Smith stepping in to face Jacob Schubert. And he immediately flies that one out to center. Papel is under it. A very quick out number 1. Let me take off the base runner and the outs. And it's 1 away for Smith, or from Smith. Schubert now through 3 1/3. It's going to bring in the pitcher Flores. That one misses, just low and away, 1-0. Flores 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Hits that one out into left field. Scott Mitchell trying to run it down. He will. There's a quick 2 away. 4-team victory in the in the 4th. This game is moving along quick. And Jaden Broderick will step back in. Broderick, the 9-hitter, he's 0 for 1. Pitch in there for a strike. Broderick, one of the 2 strikeout victims of Jacob Schubert today. Hit out into right field. It's going to be tracked down by Harness. Great bounce back inning there from Jacob Schubert. Very efficient, very quick 1-2-3 inning. He's gone 4, and the A's still have the lead. It's 3-2. Brady White steps back in the bottom of the fourth inning for the A's. Of course, he came up to bat in the third, but there was an out on the bases after the caught stealing. So Brady White will continue his at-bat. He'll actually get a fresh one. Count is 0-1. Breaking ball inside, ball one. Hit out to second. The play is made in time, one away. And it looks like we've got a pinch hitter for the DH, Ryan Harness. It's going to be the A's all-star catcher, Elijah Gray. Gray hits that one to third. Through the legs of the third baseman, and Gray is going to reach safely. That one will likely go down as an error, but the A's do get a runner on. And McAnally steps up. He lined out into right field his first time to the plate. So with Gray as the pinch hitter for the DH, Harness, we'll see what the defensive alignment is. Because Harness was still out there in right field last inning, I believe. So we'll see how they switched up. Likely it means Scott Mitchell moved over to right field and Brady White in left. Or sorry, yeah, Harness was not the DH. Brady White was. I got that backwards. So Brady White will likely move into left. Mitchell will likely take Harness's place in right field. It's a 2-1 count to the hitter at the plate, McAnally. Pitch misses, 3-1 to the A's second baseman. That one misses. McAnally works the walk. That'll move Gray over to second. There's now a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. And it's going to be for Jordan Hartley. Hartley also hit a screamer into right field, but it was caught. Flores gets ready to throw to the catcher. Hartley, that one hit to first, broke the bat a little bit. And it will be 2 away as the first baseman makes the play himself. Runners will advance. It'll be second and third with 2 outs. For Scott Mitchell, trying to be the one to drive in the run and give the A's some insurance. Mitchell 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Low and away, ball 1. Hit to the shortstop. It's going to be a bouncer that gets through. And just like that, Scott Mitchell delivers. That's an RBI single to give the A's a 4-2 lead. Good hitting there with 2 outs as he drives in the run. Oh, I only saw 1 runner coming in, but 2 runs come in. Even better for Scott Mitchell. It's 5-2. Apologies. First runner was a high chopper, so Garay must have come in quickly. And then McAnally right behind him. It's 5-2 A's. Papel hits that one into left field. There's another base hit for him. Didn't even get his name up on the ticker yet. It's first and second. Second hit of the day for Robbie Papel. And it'll bring up Mejia, but first the catcher are going to have a chat with Flores. Runner goes. It's into left field. Mitchell coming around. He will score, and Papel heads to third. Throw got over the head of the third baseman into left field, and that allows the runners to advance, including, as I said, the Scott Mitchell run. Mejia in the 1-0 count. Runner at third, 2 outs. And as the A's extend their lead, they're going to get someone warming up in the bullpen. Or it might just be someone doing some stretches and some warming up to come in later in the game. Looks like that's Victor Leonardo out there. Leonardo usually a later inning guy, but we'll see if he comes out in the 5th for Schubert, or if Schubert will continue to throw. He's been good today. Through the wickets of the catcher. Oh, it looks like we got interference. Or not interference maybe, but they put the runners back. So let me just take off that 6th run. Still 5-2 because Scott Mitchell not at home plate right now. He's at third base still. So it looks like after that delay, they might have called it a foul ball. Doesn't matter to Angel Mejia. He gets a base hit. Mitchell's going to score. And now Papel will score as well. So they bring the runners back, nullify the run, but Mejia gets it back himself. It is now 7-2 A's. And Grant Kinsel going to step in now with the runner at first and 2 away. Takes a pitch outside from Alejandro Flores, 1-0. Looked like a curveball that missed. Kinsel hits that one well into right center field or left center field. It's gone. A 2-run shot from Grant Kinsel, signed, sealed, and delivered near the pool over there in left center. It's 9-2 A's 7th home run of the season for Kinzel. That one, another monster shot. Last one he hit went out of Chancey Park near the Fulton Mall gate. This one probably goes about as far. It's just a little bit straightened out. But it is a 2-run home run nonetheless. Clears the bases and gives the A's a 7-run lead. That is also Grant Kinzel's second and third RBIs of the day, and we're only in the 4th inning. Cheklich steps in. Cheklich hits one hard out into center field. Wheeling around is the center fielder, and he'll make the catch on the run for out number 3. A lot of action. 6-run score for the A's here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-run single from Scott Mitchell, 2-run single from Angel Mejia, and a 2-run home run from Grant Kinzel gives the A's a 9-2 lead heading into the 5th inning. Jacob Schubert will remain on the mound for the A's, and he'll be facing Chris Bell for the 3rd time. Bell 0 for 1 with a walk, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Schubert pitching with a very big lead now. It's a 7-run lead after a 6-run 4th for the A's. That one popped up into shallow center. Papel tracking it down. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And it's going to be Yeeman that steps in. Yeeman 1 for 2. He has the single and a fly out today. Swings and misses at the fastball from Schubert, strike 1. That one hit out into left field. Mitchell is under it. And that's interesting. I just realized, sorry, I kind of went silent there for a moment, as I figured Brady White would move over to left field. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, that's still Scott Mitchell out there. So they're 2-way. It looks like Eli Garay is playing right field. I believe that's his first time out there this summer. That ball gets foul. It's 0-1 to the 3-hitter, Rowan Hart, who's 1 for 2. Hart had an RBI double in his second at-bat, struck out in his first. Hoping to do more of the latter. That one's popped up, however. Mejia waving it off and getting under it. Out number 3. Top of the order goes down in order for team victory. Great game so far from Jacob Schubert. He's through 5. And the A's continue to the bottom of the 5th with the 9-2 lead. Welcome to, or welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. From wherever you're watching from, we appreciate you being on the stream and watching Fresno A's baseball. Brady White, who is 1 for 2 today, steps in. Brady White hits that one deep into left center. Wow, I can't get my directions right. Right center field, where it is caught by the center fielder for out number 1. And it's going to bring up the new right fielder for the A's, Eli Garay. Garay been almost exclusively a catcher and a DH this summer. However, he's getting the defensive and pinch hit duties for Ryan Harness in right. Hopefully Harness is okay. He has left the game earlier this summer with an injury. Hopefully it didn't happen to him again as Garay steps in and hits one foul. It might just be that the A's staff is looking for a righty in this matchup instead of a lefty. Hopefully it's not anything too serious for Harness. That one hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit over the head of the second baseman. 1 out single from Garay. His first hit of the ball game. Second time reaching base as he reached on an error. And it'll bring up Landon McAnally, the second baseman for the A's. He takes that pitch, strike 1. McAnally 0 for 1 today. He lined out and then he walked. That one hit into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Garay holds up a little bit, seeing if it would fall. It does, and he heads to second base. So first hit for Garay of the game and first hit for McAnally. Another A's hitter looking for their first hit today is the man at the plate, the catcher Jordan Hartley. Hit to second. They go to 2 for 1. Runner, or sorry, not runner. First baseman is on the bag. They turn the double play. Good stretch by the team victory first baseman. I believe that's Chris Bell. And team victory gets out of the inning with no runs scored. We head to inning number 6. It is 9-2 A's. Welcome back to Fresno A's Baseball. Timmy Orozco steps in to face Jacob Schubert, who's out there for his 6th inning of work. Orozco fouls that one off. 0-1. That one misses, ball 1. Orozco 0 for 1. He does have a sac fly RBI, however. Drove in the second of 2 runs for team victory, and that one is a strike 1 and 2. Orozco hits that one out into left field. Caught by Mitchell, 1 away. Orozco 0 for 2 now, going to bring up Jimmy Corona. Corona fouls it back, 0-1. Corona 0 for 1 does have a walk. Another one fouled off out of play, 0-2. Close pitch called a ball, 1-2. That one misses to even the count at 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. It's going to get down in front of Papel for a one-out base hit. Vince Bugarian going to step in for the third time today. Throw over to first to Corona, not in time. Tapped softly to third. Cheklich has it, throws on the run, and makes the play for 2 outs. That was an all-star fielding play from Cheklich. As the A's get 2 away, runner Corona does move up to second. Cut on and missed from Marco Smith, strike 1. Marco Smith has a hit today. He calls time, steps out. Pitch misses, 1-1. Low and inside, 2-1 the pitch. Hit well out into right field. Gray trying to track it down. He won't be able to get there. Good effort, though, as he dives to make the play. A run is going to score. And Marco Smith has himself an RBI triple. It's now 9-3. Good effort out there in right. Gray dives to make the play just past the reach of his glove. And Alejandro Flores steps in. That pitch misses. Good play by Hartley to stay in front of it. 1-0. Hit out into right or left field. That's an RBI single for Flores. It's now 9-4. RBI single from the team victory pitcher. Brings up Jaden Broderick. Broderick hits one down the right field line. That's going to be in fair territory. Flores wheeling around second to third. They're going to keep him there at second and third now. 3 straight hits for team victory. That's a double for Broderick, his first hit of the game, and it brings up Chris Bell. Schubert looking to stop the damage here. Pitch misses 1-0. That one's outside 2-0. That one's in there from Schubert, 2-1. Breaking ball high, 3-1. The pitch is swung on and missed, and it's a full count. Cut on and missed. Schubert gets the strikeout to end the inning. Team Victory gets a couple more runs. The A's lead it going into the bottom of inning number 6. It's 9-4 A's. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. Scott Mitchell steps in for the 3rd time today. Mitchell 1 for 2. His last at bat, he had a 2-run single to give the A's some insurance runs when it was a 3-2 ball game. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Mitchell fouls that one off, 1-1. That one hit into center field. Base hit for Scott Mitchell. That's his second hit of the ball game. And the A's have the leadoff man on. And it's going to be Papel steps in. Papel 2 for 3 today, scored a couple times. Papel ever consistent getting on base and coming across the score. He's been great at it all summer long. That one misses inside, ball 1. Throw over to first, nothing doing. Inside, ball 2. Ball, Mitchell goes. Throw on the button from the team victory catcher. Get Scott Mitchell trying to take second base, and there's one away. And Papel will replace Mitchell on the bases. That's a leadoff, or not a leadoff walk, but a one-out walk. Papel is on base for the third time today, and it's going to bring up Angel Mejia. Mejia, like Mitchell in the fourth, had a 2 RBI single. In there, strike 1 to the A's shortstop. Mejia to third. Has some trouble with it over there, and he's going to reach. Runners at first and second now. And it's going to bring up Grant Kinzel. Kinzel 2 for 3 today. Back in the fourth inning, had the monster shot, a 2-run home run to make it 9 runs for the A's. Takes a breaking ball that catches the outside corner, strike 1. Pitch misses low, 1-1. That'll allow the runners, Papel and Mejia, to advance. 2 runners in scoring position now for the A's most productive RBI man. That one hit out into left field. Will it hang up? Oh, nice play out there by the left fielder for team victory. Made a leaping catch at the wall to keep it from being a double. However, Grant Kinzel will get credit for a sac fly. His 4th RBI of the day makes it a 10-4 game. Papel comes around to score on the play. Another very hard hit ball from Kinzel was a couple feet from having another home run. And it'll bring up the third baseman, Ned Cheklich. Time is called, and they're going to have a meeting with Flores on the mound. And the at-bat will remain. We have a fire truck coming through here on the street behind us. Pitch misses to Cheklich. It's a 1-0. Cheklich pops that one up. It's going to be foul out of play. 1-1. Flores gets ready to pitch. He does. Cheklich takes it low, 2-1. Ball 3 to the A's third baseman. Cheklich gets the walk. That's going to put runners at first and second now for Brady White. And we are going to have a mound visit from the Team Victory head coach. We'll be right back. We'll see if we get a new pitcher or if Flores will stick in there. Alejandro Flores will remain in the game for Team Victory, and he will face Brady White here. Brady White already does have a 2-run hit today in today's ball game. We'll see if he can extend it. He has runners on first and second. That one hit to first. Bell makes the play for the third out, but the A's get one more on the sac fly from Grant Kinzel. It is now 10-4 as we head into the seventh inning. Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Jacob Schubert is out of the game. He pitched 6 great innings today, gives the A's the shot at the victory. He's in line to be the winning pitcher, and he will turn the ball over to Nicholas Barreras. Barreras out of Arizona Christian University will be facing Brady Eman. Pitches in there from Barreras. It's strike 1. That one hit out into right center field. It's going to get down. Eman heading to second. He will park it there. That's a leadoff double for team victory in Brady Eman. And it'll bring up Rowan Hart. Barreras' pitch. That one's popped up. It's behind the plate. Hartley tracking it down. He'll make the catch behind home plate for out number 1. Good bounce back from Barreras after the leadoff double. And it's Timmy Orozco who will step back in. That one's popped up, but it's going to be out of play. Foul, 0-1. Nicholas Barreras on the season has thrown 4 2/3 innings, has a 6.00 ERA. That pitch misses. It's 1-1. Pitches in there for a strike. On the day, Orozco 0 for 2 with a sac fly. That pitch misses 2-2. That one hit pretty well off to center, but Papel ranges back, has a beat on it. He'll make the play. He's going to throw over to third. Not in time. The runner will advance, but there are 2 away. And Jimmy Corona is going to step back in. That one misses from Barreras. It's a 1-0. Hit just foul down the third base line. 1-1. Barreras gets ready to throw. It's outside, 2-1. In there, strike two to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one popped up. Mejia ranges over and finds it behind second base for out number 3. Solid relief inning from Nicholas Barreras. Keeps the score where it's at. It's a scoreless 7th inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. The A's still lead it by a score of 10-4. Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th. Your Fresno A's are up to bat, and it's going to be a pinch hitter. PCC BL All-Star Caleb Rico getting into the action for the first time today. Rico cuts and misses. Strike 1. New pitcher also for Team Victory is going to be Marco Smith. That'll close the book for Adrian Flores. 6 innings, allowed 10 runs. I'm only seeing it 2 earned. I think there were more than that earned. However, still he went a ways. 6 innings, was able to eat up some innings, but the A's were able to get the best of him today. See what Marco Smith can do. And it's 0-2 to Caleb Rico. Rico takes a close pitch, but it's low, 1-2. Caleb Rico hits that one pretty well into left center field. Tracking it down is going to be the center fielder, who falls to his knees to make the play, but he secures it. And there's one out on the well-hit ball from Rico. And it'll bring in Landon McAnally. McAnally is having himself a good day. He's 1 for 2, has a single, has also taken a walk in today's ball game. McAnally hits that one into left center. It's going to be the shortstop ranging back to make the play for out number 2. And Jordan Hartley will step in. Hartley looking for his first hit of the ball game. Cut on and miss, strike 1. Strike 2, cut on and missed from Hartley. Pitch way outside, 1-2. That one misses. Hartley works it to not a full count, an even count at 2-2. Was he able to hold up? Umpire says no. Hartley goes down on strikes to end the inning. And Marco Smith, a good inning in relief, keeps the A's at bay. And we're going to head to the 8th inning. A's 10, team victory 4. Nicholas Barreras remains in the game for the A's as he throws a ball low and away. Now up is Brady Eman. Or sorry, no, it is Vince Bugarian. Bugarian in a 3-0 count to lead off the 8th inning. Team Victory has some work to do if they want to get back into this game. They're currently down by 6 here in the 8th inning. And that's a way to start it. Bugarian takes a 4-pitch walk to lead it off. And it'll bring up the now pitcher, Marco Smith. Barreras looking to continue off of his last inning, as he threw a scoreless 7th. Pitch in there to Smith for a strike. One and one the count. That one misses a bit high, 2-1. Cut on and miss, strike 2, count is even. Pitch outside, full count, 3-2. Barreras throws. Cut on and missed. He gets the strikeout of Marco Smith, and there's one away. That one popped up behind second base. It's going to be Papel racing in to make the play. And there's 2 away. And it brings up Jaden Broderick. That one fouled away, 0-1. In there on the outside corner, strike 2. Barreras deals. Breaking ball inside 1-2. Runner over at second almost took off. Had to kind of hold up and go back though. That one hit it to center. Papel now ranging back. Makes the leaping catch. Nice play by Papel to recover and catch that one. It's out number 3. Another good inning from Barreras. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Score remains Fresno 10, team victory 4. Welcome back. Scott Mitchell is in to face Marco Smith here in the A's bottom half of the 8th. Mitchell a couple hits today and a couple RBI. Had himself a really nice day at the plate. That one's in there, strike 1. Pitches low, 1-1. Robbie Papel, the A's leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. That one in there on the outside half of the plate, 1-2. Marco Smith at this point, 4-team victory, just trying to keep the game where it's at, as they'll have at least a 6-run deficit to overcome in the 9th. The A's trying to add on some more. Hit to second, and it is whiffed on by the second baseman. Mitchell is on first. Robbie Papel steps in now with Scott Mitchell on first base. Papel has 2 hits, He also has a walk in today's ball game. That one's fouled off the plate. 0-1. Papel showing why he was an all-star this season. He's having a great game, being ultra productive. That one misses, ball one. Pitch in the dirt, ball two. Popped up behind second base, or behind first base now. And it will be the second baseman, however, who runs it down. And there's one away. It'll be one away for Angel Mejia. Mejia hits that one off the third baseman's glove, ricochets to the shortstop, but there's going to be no play. Mejia gets on with the single. First and second for Grant Kinzel, who has 4 RBIs on the day, looking to add some more. He has 1 on an RBI single. He has 2 on a home run and 1 on a sac fly. Takes that one low from Marco Smith. It's 1-0. Pitch just misses outside, 2-0. Three and oh the count to Kinzel. They might be kind of playing it safe and pitching around him a little bit, the way he's been hitting today. In there for a strike, 3-1. Smith gets ready to throw. That one's hit up the middle. Another base hit for Kinzel. Mitchell coming around third. He's going to score. Kinzel going for second. That's a hustle double. And he's got 3 legs of the cycle today. And a 5th RBI. What a game from Grant Kinzel. Ned Cheklich is going to step in. It's now an 11-4 game after the RBI double from Kinzel. Cheklich looking for a hit today. Takes that one away, ball one. Cut on and missed 1-1. Cheklich been taking some good swings today, just been a little bit behind or underneath the ball. That one he gets closer to. Makes contact, knocks it foul straight back. 1-2. Cheklich officially 0 for 3. He has walked in today's ball game, however. Has an RBI opportunity here with second and third and only one away. That one hit fair. It's out into center field. Running in is the center fielder. He's not going to get there. That's going to be an RBI single for Cheklich. He gets in the hit column. Ooh, and hopefully the center fielder for Team Victory is okay. Looks like he might have hurt himself a little bit on the dive, but he's getting up. And it is 12-4 A's after the RBI single from Ned Cheklich. And Brady White steps in. Brady White, 1 for 4. He has a 2-run single today. Takes a pitch low and away, 1-0. In there, strike one. In there, strike two. Another stat correction on my part. Grant Kinzel only has 4 RBIs. I thought he drove in Papel in the first. He did not get the RBI on that. He put him at third, leading to an RBI, but he only has 4 on the day. I say only 4, as if that's not a lot. But 4 instead of 5. Brady White takes low and inside. 2-2. Speaking of, it was Brady White who drove in that first run. That one cut on and fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Runners at the corners, 1 away. You have Grant Kinzel over at third and Ned Cheklich over at first. one misses, 3-2. A count that Brady White has found himself in very often this season, or this summer. He's been good at making the most of it. Hits that one out into right field. Tracking it down is the right fielder. He'll make the play, however, Grant Kinzel gonna head home. It's a sac fly for Brady White, and it's a 13-4 game. Third RBI on the day for White. And it'll be Caleb Rico stepping in for the second time. He's 0 for 1 today as a pinch hitter. And it's a balk. Ned Cheklich is going to head over to second base. Pitch gets away. Cheklich going to head to third. The 1-0 pitch to Caleb Rico. Is low, ball 2. Pitch misses, and Caleb Rico has worked himself into a 3-0 count. Fouled away, 3-1. Pitch misses. Caleb Rico takes the walk. There are runners on the corners. And we're going to get a little mound visit from the infield. And there's the coach for Team Victory as Landon McAnally steps up. McAnally steps in, pops it up to short, and that will end the inning. We're heading to the ninth. Stick around. The A's 3 outs away from a victory. They lead it 13-4 going into the top of the ninth. Leading off the ninth is going to be the team victory leadoff hitter and first baseman Chris Bell. He'll be facing Nicholas Barreras, who's in there for his third inning of work. Bell hits that one deep into right field. It's going to get down past the reach of the right fielder. Bell heading to third. He'll be in there safely with a leadoff triple. And it'll bring up Brady Yeaman now with a runner at third and nobody out here in the ninth inning. As the A's try to hang on to victory, and Team Victory tries to claw their way back into this thing. It's currently a 9-run game, so going to be tough to do. But we'll see what happens here in the ninth. That one misses high, ball one. Yeaman 2 for 4 on the day. He scored a run. Takes ball 2 from Barreras. In there, strike one. Strike two. We've got ourselves a full count, 3-2 to Yeaman. Fouled away. Brady Yeaman stays alive. Cut on and missed. Barreras gets the strikeout. Good battle back from him, and there's one away here in the ninth. It's going to bring up the 3-hitter, Rowan Hart. Hart hits that one into left field. That's a base hit. That will score 1, and Rowan Hart will be in there with an RBI double. Score is now 13-5. Good aggressive hitting from Hart. That one in there. Strike 1 to Timmy Orozco. In there, or low for a ball, rather. One and one. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Throw over to third. Runner goes. Cheklich reins it in. Hartley gets the throw. And there's 2 away. And the pitch was a strike. So now we're 1 strike away from ending this one. The now 1-2 pitch to Timmy Orozco. Misses low on the breaking ball, 2-2. Just misses full count. And as we start to wrap up this game, the sun's coming out a little bit here. Still clouds in the outfield, but here in the infield and behind home plate, we get a little bit more sun. And that's called strike 3. Barreras gets the strikeout, and the A's get the win. Close pitch, but called a strike. Barreras will take it. That's a good 3 innings in relief from him as he gets the win. It only allows 1 run in 3 innings. Nicholas Barreras gets the finish here. It was Jacob Schubert who gets the win. 6 innings, 4 runs allowed. Had a good game in his first start of the summer. The final lines today for the teams. I just lost it. Let me pull it up real quick. As far as runs go, the A's, of course, win it 13-5 as the final score. The final lines for each team. Team Victory had 5 runs on 10 hits and committed 3 errors. Your victorious Fresno A's had 13 hits on 13 runs on 15 hits and committed no errors. Very clean, effective game from the A's today as they get back from the 4-day weekend and the All-Star game. They come back on short notice after the All-Star game and keep it moving. They get their 9th consecutive win. Unfortunately, not a conference game, so they don't extend their lead. However, they do move to 23-9 on the season total. They're 10-2 in conference play, 9 consecutive wins. They get a big one today in game 1 of 2 over Team Victory. As for other players of the game, besides the 2 pitchers who were great today in Schubert and Barreras, you have Grant Kinzel, who went 4 for 4, scored 3 runs, had 4 RBIs, including the 2-run home run for his 7th of the season. Papel had a couple hits, had a walk as well, scored 3 A's runs. Mejia ended up finishing with a couple hits, including a 2 RBI single, as did Brady White. Today had 3 total RBIs on a 2-run single and a sac fly. Great day for the A's overall. Gray contributed. McAnally contributed. Scott Mitchell had 3 hits today. I forgot to mention him. Had a couple RBIs as well. And, I mean, when you score 13 runs up and down the lineup, you get a lot of good production today from this team. And let me put up the final score as it should be ready to go. See if that'll update. There we go. Fresno Athletics 13, Team Victory 5, as the A's get this win on a pretty cool Tuesday here in late July. And we got games all this week up until Sunday, or up through Sunday. So we'll see Team Victory back at the ballpark tomorrow at 9 a.m. before heading into conference play with Sandlot Baseball and the Sacramento Samurai. As the A's finish up their victory meeting, I'm going to go head down to get a player of the game to interview. We'll be right back. Stick around if you can in just a moment. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. We're having a little bit of camera issues, but we're back. I'm here with Landon McAnally. It is pronounced McAnally, right? I want to get that.
Yeah.
McAnally. For our player of the game today. And first of all, good game, and thanks for having me on, or letting me have you on the interview, I guess I should say. Appreciate you doing it. And good game today. You guys get the win. You get on base a couple times with the hit. Probably feels good to contribute to the win late in the season.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you guys, because you had the All-Star break and you come back and get the win today, and today is the first of 8 games in 9 days. So just from like your perspective, do you have like any different preparations or mindsets going into a big stretch of baseball here at the end of the year, or what's it like for you?
For me, I'm a big just take it one day, one game, one pitch at a time. Can only worry, or not necessarily even worry, just play the pitch that you have. And then once it's in the past, you can't change it, just move on to the next one. That's kind of how I approach long stretches like this.
Yeah, I like that attitude, because like you said, it's no use to get in your head, right, and think like 6 days ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keep it one at a time. You guys are in a great spot right now, still leading the conference. And I think aside from today and tomorrow that are non-conference, the rest of your guys' games are conference games, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That'll be good. And one thing I want to ask you here, because I don't think I've had you on yet, as we get towards the end of the season, if you've had any, could be a single moment or anything in general, what's been your favorite thing about getting to play here in the summer?
For me, it's not really any moment. It's just getting to know guys from places I didn't, and just building relationships with people from different places that I hadn't anticipating having them. It's just really nice to know and being able to do that.
For sure. And then I don't think I mentioned this to you before the interview. I might throw this one on you. But if you could talk a little bit about like where you grew up and kind of, your baseball journey to get to the point you are now and how that impacted you. Like, could be where you played high school, little league, anything like that.
I mean, yeah, born in Wheatland, Wyoming, played just T-ball there, a little bit of machine pitch. But then when I moved to Cheyenne, that was mainly where I started playing travel ball, getting on the road. And into high school, it's funny to me because it was all I had ever known, but not having high school baseball, it kind of sounds crazy to some people.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We play Legion March through basically August. And that was just like 80, 90 games with the same group of guys. And it was really fun getting close to some of those people over that time.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's more exposure, honestly, than a high school season, because they're usually, 30, 35 games? So getting to play 80, 90 is pretty crazy, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
It's long seasons. I just remember the month of June being just the dog days of June is what we would call it back then. So.
Shoot, yeah, I can only imagine that. That's got to be rough. How big is, you said Wheatland, right?
Yeah.
How big of a town is Wheatland? I don't think I've ever heard of it before.
It's not very big. I don't know the population off the top of my head. I just know it's a pretty small town. Nice.
And then before I let you go so you can get out of here, I've been trying to make a playlist throughout the season. It could be a tough question for some. It is for me. But it could be current or all time. Do you have a favorite song or artist?
For a song, I'd probably have to say Upside Down by Jack Johnson. It's probably just favorite song of all time. Just brings me back to when I was a kid and makes me feel good.
It's such a good song. I feel like I hadn't heard it in a long time, and a couple years ago, I reheard it, and I was like, this is probably my favorite Jack Johnson song.
Yeah.
It's really good. Well, sounds good. Good game today. And again, I appreciate you being on the interview, doing this with me.
Love being here.
And good luck to the rest of the season for you guys.
Thank you.
That was Landon McAnally, the Fresno A's second baseman, on with us for the post-game interview. Enjoy having him out. I think it's the first time we've had him on an interview today. So good to talk with him, hear about where he grew up and his approach to the game. He's been a solid contributor all season long. And a big part of why the A's have been so successful this season is they've been getting up and down contributions from all over the lineup, all over the pitching staff. It's been a great team effort, and Landon has definitely been a part of that. So we like having him out as the A's get the win today.
by a score of 13-5 over team victory. A 2-game non-conference set today and tomorrow against them before we start up a long stretch of conference play to end the season and hopefully get into the playoffs. I do believe the A's have clinched a playoff spot, but I don't think they've clinched the first place seed yet. So still a lot of work to do for the A's as the season begins to come to a close. But we have a good 2 weeks of baseball left for you. Starting off, of course, with today, with the A's get the win. So on behalf of myself, Chris Kiggins, the entire Fresno A's organization, and beautiful Chukchansi Park, we want to thank you for listening or coming out to the ballpark wherever you are. And it's been a good one today, and we'll see you tomorrow at Chukchansi at 9 a.m. Have a good day, everybody.